Right, we're ready. That music means we're getting into game. Yeah. Stewie restarted his PC. That's what we were waiting for. We're ready to go. Liquid, one map up in the series right now. But EG, ooh, EG, we know what these guys can do. We're heading to the realm of Overpass, everyone's favorite realm.
Bunch of util for Liquid. Going up mid. One man outside of the B site. And yeah, we're seeing this as commonplace nowadays. The heavy con side stack. This is a pistol that Liquid run on the CT side. Often Stewie playing in place of Stan in the CT spawn with the kit for the bomb. But he's also lining up flashes for top mid. So while con is clear, if Liquid were mid, they would be flashed out and peeked from the connector, from the divider. But Liquid have actually called the perfect round to avoid this setup. Still looking for a retake, that being EG, so it doesn't really matter that Liquid will plant, but if they just walked into A right now and got that bomb down, EG would be scratching their head for a second, but they're starting to realize, we've seen nothing, and we have a lot of map control, so where are Liquid going? The nades will give it right away, and Liquid need to care about short as they get into the site.
Oh, it's very, very weird, though. Because of this big con setup from EG, Liquid, if they plant CT side, they could take CT away. Naf is even holding over towards Party, and he's just missed the timing on players getting out, but now he's ready to wrap them at long, giving up his position, but not getting the kill. Naf, oh, might need some help here. Not going to be able to get any. Fights going on back in the site while Naf is still drawing the attention in, and even though he only gets 2 out of 3, he has wasted so much time in this round for Cirque and Tarek. They're kind of coming to terms with the fact that this one is unwinnable. The bomb planted on truck, it's planted for that CT side as well, so that's a pretty rough retake to be thrown into if you're EG.
Okay, so there's one thing I don't like about this pistol round, that now every time I've seen it, 3 times in Pro League, it has happened the exact same, no matter what the T's do. Firstly, the T's always seem to avoid this con setup. If you're walking connector and then there are 3 CTs there, you're getting mauled. But often we either see B rushes or long plays, which avoid it, right? That kit is on Stan. It's in CT spawn. He dies first. That kit is lost immediately. When Liquid ran that pistol the other day, they had Stewie in CT. They were dealing with a B player. I think it was Fnatic. Fnatic took B. Stewie died in CT. The kit was lost. Liquid got all the kills, but they couldn't get the kit because it was too far away. That's the same case. EG don't get the kills, so it didn't matter. But even if they did, the bomb would have won the round for Liquid. The kit was dropped down the stairs. So yeah, that's the one danger of that pistol round. It feels like the kit's always in no man's land, but it has to be on that player to run that way, right? To get those flashbangs in, to set up the mid peaks, the B peaks. You're playing with fire, running a triple con setup, right? You lose a lot of real estate, and there is the result of it. Liquid find their first, a really good T side on Inferno, and they're looking to repeat that here on Overpass.
Yeah, I like that we already have EG taking the short water control away in a round like this. It's allowed for 3 players to be stacked up at this A bomb site. So if Team Liquid do look to find something over here at A again, we're in for a nasty surprise. Grim's making noise down in con, but not pushing out. Just trying to keep the attention here. Even spamming the door, but he doesn't realize EG already have short. And so they're not going to fall for this. They actually, it really makes them double down on the A stack, right? Knowing that all this noise was made as nothing more than a ruse. It's meant they rotate Tarek up early, so 4 in this A bomb site for EG. Good read, good info, but now they need to hit the shots as well, and very, very quickly this stack has been uncovered. Tarek coming in with the deagle on the rotator. Lige trying to dig them out of this hole, but he can't, and so Stewie is now left to try and deliver in the clutch, in the 1v2 with 8 seconds left. He can't get the kills he needs. And EG, they steal that round away. Huge information gain from Breezy and Tarek at short, right? That really is the defining moment in that round. The early rotation of Tarek sees him move up and help out at that A-bomb site, delivering that kill there and a follow-up as well. So him getting to the site in the timing that he did directly puts 2 in favor of EG.
Yeah, and Stewie's even looking at short there, right? Like that's lacking on the comms for Liquid. Both players were in A. Both players had gotten kills. So that's definitely something your kill feed reading Liquid need to, you know, keep their eye on. In fact, both Stan and Tarek had multi-kills in the round, so something that Stewie should have been informed of. Either way, it was a difficult clutch with 10 seconds left, and walking into the stack like that, not what Liquid wanted. The force buys, ah yes, familiar territory for evil geniuses. Kept them floating back on Inferno. But eventually that ship did sink. Stan aggressing, Elige waiting toilet side. He's got Obo to deal with as well. This double setup is quite annoying. Some flashes for Liquid, though, could certainly make Stan pretty vulnerable. Stewie goes through the molly like that with the flash. Stan still reacts and gets the kill, but wallbanged through the toilet from Elige? Hello?
I don't, there's no words for what just happened to Stan there. Obo trying to deliver some pain right back, hides in the smoke, but Grim taps him out. Now an M4 picked up alongside the AK. Not impossible for you to get away with this round if you're Liquid. Elige good on the openers, but only for one. There's the trade from Fallen, and it's Zerg with 9 points of health left in this 1v2. He spots them getting to truck. That's the bomb. Now in the hands of Fallen. Naf seen as well. The bomb plant stuck now, so the 1v2 is open again, and Naf takes them out of the round. I want a replay of that wall bang.
Yeah.
We saw it happen, kind of like from the sidelines. But man, that is rough. Stanislaw with really kind of, you know, heads up ability, deals with Stewie on that fast push in, and then this is how he dies. Reasonable.
Yeah, you take those. You certainly do if you're Liquid, forcing back up. And yeah, at least maybe he's using the map there, right? Like, or is it just feeling? I'd love to know. Is he looking at the dot on the radar after Stewie spots that player? Or is he just going off of feeling alone? Probably the latter. 2-1, and Liquid bite back, but they know that EG are not going to be sitting by the wayside and letting them take a lead easily. So a reforce on the CT side and a bit of a boost setup on B as well. Tarek is ducking, waiting for the right time to peek in. Doesn't want to be cleared immediately. He wants the player to come through short, clear that angle, discount it, and then Tarek to stand up and get that kill. Right now, no A stack, and Liquid are defaulting towards A with only Cirque there. Stewie just playing with them towards B. It's going to keep Tarek stuck in this spot for now. Naf even spamming a monster, so they've sold a bit of a B fake right here, and without EG pushed up on short, they don't have that info that netted in their last force bar, right? Like you talked about, Breezy getting that knowledge, Tarek rotating up early. They're still going to do it as things get quiet towards B, and no one's taken short water, so it's unlikely to be 5 monster. And so EG, ooh, for a second it looked like they believed, but then they doubt themselves and leave Cirque alone. He's got no info. Just seeing one player in that smoke down on long that Elige just popped through with a flash, takes the only player out of the A site. And it wouldn't be shameful to save here if you're EG. Do it like they did on Inferno, get away with some guns and give it another go in the follow-up. Obo hangs around to throw in a grenade, but nothing done from it. And so hang around, maybe, get a kill, maybe, but really you should be looking to save your weapons, and Naf is here to stop that exact plan. No. Naf knows they're hungry. They want it more than he needs it. But even Stan won't swing the corner with a CZ. And they go, fine, but you want the Mac? Take it, grab it. He doesn't. It's not even worth it. 3-1, Liquid deal with a 4, some saving for EG, and one more eco.
Yeah, we've seen, you know, these little saved 4-sport guns deliver time and time again for EG. This time that they don't get away with 4 like they have in times gone by. Just 3 hero pistol armor players in this round, hoping that they can get away with something. Nice and slow from Liquid out of the gate here, knowing that this is a round where there's only, you know, threats presented by a few players on EG. You're not too worried about these USPs. You just want to locate some of these saved players, and they found one, but not in the way they wanted. An AK now retrieved for Stanislaw. The go button's been pressed for Liquid. They send Naf into B. The bomb's going to join him, but tucked at the barrels, hiding himself, is little Tariq, shrinking himself down to the size of a ball, waiting patiently. Tariq only with a USP, still going unchecked, and now looking to deny the bomb plant. He gives Grim the scare of his life, but doesn't get the kill locked in. The rest of the gang start to rush this site player. Obo gets it down to the 1v1. Just Elige left to get past, but low on HP. Out with the swing, and Elige nails the shot. Team Liquid up to 4. They get that one in, but quite heavy casualties, all things considered, just down to one man surviving.
Speedy stuff for Elige. Obo was trying to get behind Pillar, and so Elige wouldn't have known his new position, but he gets spotted, and then Elige knows he has him trapped and plays for the fight. He plays instantly, as Obo can't really go anywhere else but, you know, into his crosshair. Nice stuff from Elige. Really good try from Obo. Gets 2 out of 3 in the round, and Tariq, that's got to hurt, man. Grim just jumps out of there after getting a hit a couple of times with a pistol. Okay, now it's a full buy. Man, it's a shame that EG got their money and their feathers ruffled so early in this map, because I really want to see the AWP on Cirque. He was the hero of last map for EG. He was monstrous. He was clutching. He was, you know, swapping out the rifles. He was finding opening kills where Liquid would let him. So Ham having the AWP, him having the AWP on a map like Overpass could be very exciting.
The Ham man.
Instead, it's fallen for now, so unrivaled for the time being. No kit, limited util, Liquid grouping on that A side. And again, Liquid love these contact plays. They've completely outmaneuvered EG. Double long setup, EG have no idea. And Liquid are about to clear A. The penny might drop when they get onto the truck. The wait, no one's here. Where are EG? Surely it's not a B stack. They're going to call to watch for long. And Elige mollies it off. And you still got to be scared of spawn because EG are rotating up.
Yeah, you are like trapped in between all of EG, so they're looking to take real estate. They're looking to get something for this. Elige doesn't want to throw the man advantage away, so he narrowly escapes, but not the second time around. Fallen now holding for this push out through long, has the read. Naf all the way down on B. Naf is a long way away, coming in on a late flank to play into this round in the final few seconds. He now needs Grim and Fallen to stay alive to deny this defuse. It's the 10-second stick. They are still on it in the smoke. Fallen can't get them off this bomb. And the 10-second stick is in. Cirque just gets on it. And they can't get him off.
Hey, free AWP. There you go, Cirque. Ticket to ride. And yeah, no kit, no problem for EG. That was awkward for Liquid. They definitely needed like the kills to go their way in CT, right? Or to try and isolate those long fights faster. But Elige, even though he escapes, at what cost? He dies seconds later. And then EG just flood the bomb site right there. Naf on the late lurk that never gets there in time. You don't want to run it. It's just obvious at that point. And the bomb wasn't even for him, so not a pretty position for Liquid to be in, despite getting a great timing into A. All right, 4-2, and again, this game remains competitive. It's what we want. It's what we need. Naf, he's got to deal with the B push. Stan and Tariq coming through. Breezy covering on Monster, and Naf is quick to the shot, looking for another. Traded by Breezy, and he sees Tariq aggress there as well right before he dies. So a good bit of info that there are 2B right now. Cirque with the AWP, and they should expect it, but they can't stop it. Stewie killed going con, and Liquid now grouping B. It's knowledge for EG. They did see Stewie's direction, and so will they pad that B bomb site as a result? No, they think that Liquid are going back up. They leave a 2-2 setup, and as I say, the rotates do come down. Obo moving in through spawn, so Liquid walking into the stack.
Oh, Grim fires early on the back of the flash. He's popped in by Breezy. Tariq dead as well, and now Fallen left up in a clutch, a 1v2. Ever since that 1v3 the other day, we've been feeling it for Fallen in the clutches. Oh, it's the taps again! When he gets into clutches, Fallen turns into Scream or something, just tapping them out of the round. How's he managed it? How? Oh, it's so exciting that the promise that we can have Fallen performing like this
with the AK of
gets
all
me
weapons.
so excited. So look at the smile in that profile picture, man. You just love it. Yeah, man. Liquid can't believe it either. He's done it again. Man. Moses is laughing to himself, thinking, this is the best pickup we've ever done. This is it. What were the odds that we bring Fallen in? And this is where he starts to step it back up and return to the Fallen that we all used to know and love.
Give him the AK back, Liquid. Don't you make him play Galil after a round like that. This guy's full of taps. And yeah, he got out through Monster. They didn't catch him, right? With that smoke coming down. They were just in, you know, he was deeper than they imagined. He catches Zerg and even finds the perfect headshot angle to Obo. 5-2, and Fallen's back, baby. Better than ever indeed, Harry. Maybe. Yeah, we're just getting some great games, some great rounds out of Fallen, and Liquid look reinvigorated, right? They're winning series. They've got Fallen leading. Stewie's recovered as well. Like, there's so many good reasons to love what we're getting here from Liquid. Stewie straight into the B bomb site. Liquid seem to have all the reads, right? Avoiding the stacks, getting the contact plays in the B rush when it's a con setup, and Fallen's on the back line to deal with these rotations. They're going to come from the connector, 4 strong, running through. Fallen's late to this one. He can spam them, but he's probably not setting up for that right now. EG making noise on shore and even boosting up for a kill, but nothing's being given over.
Yeah, they've even boosted a Liege into heaven. Just as like a real fail-safe. It's a save call for EG, keeping 5 alive. Once again, another go at these 4 spies. You lose one of the SMGs. Not the end of the world, right? We've seen EG win it with 4 surviving before. But regardless, this is a blinding T-side start out of Liquid. Very, very exciting that we're getting them look so good, especially, you know, you look at the group that they've been put in. This is a horrible group to find yourself in.
We titled it the group of death.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, they've been looking so convincing throughout it, the only team to challenge them, you know, being Astralis, is a pretty exciting sign.
And even then, Liquid, like, they could have won that map, or a map there, they could have won the series. They were super competitive against Astralis, which is a good sign. Things are turning out as we hoped. Fast out mid, Liquid, smoking the Molotov. Tarek flashed in, but he whiffs the spray. Cirque has to trade, and at least he does. Still here to commit. The one rifle looking to make the difference in this round, but it can't stand. Oh, he's got USP, freebie for NAF. Again, dealing with the B pushes, and now connected crunch, and chewed up, spat out by Grim. Cirque spots that cross to B, but it's all a ruse, and that player even runs back. He thinks Naf's in B right now, for good reason. Naf has absolutely played with Cirque in this round, and Liquid a knife out, running up A long as we speak. They're going to get a bomb plant in, and Naf is still holding for this re-aggression eventually. It's the 7th round, regardless of the outcome of these fights down on B. And Cirque really should just be looking to save. Naf is here to stop that once again.
Oh, yeah, it's not a free save. So low, Cirque. Yeah, dead to the MAC-10. Naf maybe even on his way to an upgrade. Has managed to retrieve the M4 as well. So that, you know, saved weaponry swept aside by Team Liquid on their path to dominance in the series. Money's there for EG to get another buy back on the cards at the very, very least. Calling a timeout as well, trying to figure out how to stop this from getting out of hand any more than it already has. You could see Cirque glass cannon here. I almost wonder if we're going to see that come through. Wouldn't have armor behind it. Yeah, he's going to decide against the AWP. I think, you know, maybe if he's able to get armor behind it, we see it come out now. But the fact that these rounds have been pretty fast from Liquid, a lot of like contact plays in the rifle rounds where they've just been playing on timings. And, you know, you've had to rotate very, very quickly in response to what Liquid are bringing your way. You don't want to have that all in the retakes.
Ooh, some spam, but nothing significant. If you want to get good damage off of it, you got to grenade the door open. They've at least shot a gap through. And they're going to use that to jump spot, try and get info. They can see legs, and Liquid don't know they're being, ascertained right now. So spam comes through, but nothing again. Grim gets out of dodge. Naf's B-lurks have been really, really good. Even though there's that one round where Cirque sticks the bomb and Naf is like a little late on the flank. Otherwise, he's been dealing with aggression. He's been killing, saving players. And he's not been giving them guns while he does it. 7-2. And Liquid just chilling. Just having a grand old time. Bit of a boost up. Elige, what's he got for us? Just jump spotting, right? You need typically the triple boost to actually get a shot off. Or you can boost up on the bench and an orb can wallbang. But it's more just for info rather than anything. Trying to gain where the Cirque is on long with the orb with that information. He is on long, not with the orb, and he's re-aggressing on a nice timing. But despite this, Liquid are about to execute into B. Double Monster setup, and EG are ready.
Yeah, oh, but there's no accounting for that. Through the smoke, Naf gonna remove Tariq, Elige with the entry. Stanislaw is able to drop the bomb, and that there could be a real turning point, right? Suddenly, becomes a recovery mission for the package. Fallen in another clutch. Surely this one is asking too much, and yeah, Obo just chases him down. After he got the first, I was getting worried, but Obo correctly doesn't give him the respect nor the room in that clutch. And they were never aware of that second man in the B bomb site to begin with. Not information that Liquid had to work with.
Yeah, must-win round to keep EG in this game, right? Still down somewhat, but Breezy with a big double on the monster. Cirque, listening for footsteps. Here's him get out mid. Grim clearing connector once again, and Liquid waiting to see if EG are going to be the first to make the play. They hold on to playground. EG leaning B after that previous contact play, or not contact, but early play into the monster. Only after a bit of mid presence. Right now it is looking like the 8 commitment. We have everyone working on the top side of the map or in blue. And Cirque, he's hiding on the smoke. They walk right through Cirque. It's a free kill, but the spam gives him away, and Elige will get that trade. Only Obo on the site now. Stan's going to come up and help him. He's got some grenades. Meanwhile, double monster push. Got to be, pretty confident to go for this play with the amount of rounds that Naf has been holding this. EG waiting the fade. And with 2 players there, it's very difficult for anyone to line up both kills. You'd like to think that they would trade it at a worst case scenario, but instead they get all this info. That reinforces his A stack. Stan is late. He doubled back to check the short side. Now they've cleared everything. Now they know what's coming, but you got to put a stop to it. The info's there. Stan flashes high. Obo needs to dodge it, and he peeks out wide. Gets that info. Still dead to Naf, though. Stan trying to gain position. The nade misses from Naf, and Stan gets behind the truck in front of the smoke and in with the double. Bomb drop. Naf trades, and Breezy so far away. Still winnable, but no kit right now. And he's going for the long route. He's going all the way around.
Yeah, now Liquid aren't considering this. Naf did have his back turned to long, and he still does. So that's 1 freebie for Breezy. Now just Fallen left to get past, but on his way into the clutch, he's going to retrieve this kit from the bathrooms and an AK to boot. Breezy moving up the short side. Fallen lying in wait, so often good in the clutches, waiting at the bank side. Breezy's got a cross, and he nails the shot. 1 clutch too far for Fallen, and Breezy coming in with the 1v2. It's heartbreaking that they never consider a wrap like that, right? Naf just open to long, shot in the back, removed from the round.
Yeah, and Breezy, really nice play. He figures out where Fallen is off of the bomb plant. He looks at it, he sees it's in the middle of truck, and he makes that split-second decision. Okay, well, if he's not on truck, he's got to be playing to watch the cross. He has to be in that bank angle. And so Breezy bangs him out, and EG win another. Okay, EG. Not rolling over and dying just yet. Finding a 4th and forcing a timeout from Liquid, who are lacking in the money department. Might be tempting just to half buy. They had a similar situation here on Inferno after some forced buys, and they decided to call it and just go for Deeks and buy up in the next. This would, or could be one of those rounds. Unless they want to go fast, they can buy up 4 AKs, assuming no utility. And so, you know, there's a temptation there. It's all about what you want to call, what you want to do with it. And so Liquid put money in to buy grenades, only leaving them with 1 AK-47. Could have been 4. But as said, HEs, mollies, smokes, flashes, you name it. Not HEs. And everything else, though. So Liquid, they're just going to go back to their default right now. Nav supported outside of B with Stewie. And Connector controlled by EG for a change. That's been a position Liquid have had for free in so many of these rounds with Grim clearing it out. But Liquid don't hold B or Con for long. They group back up in middle.
Yeah, this really is feeling like a tipping point in this game, right? EG are picking up momentum, starting to take away from Liquid. And this buy really encapsulates the last push of Liquid towards the end of this half. If they don't find success here, EG can start to build back into this in a big way. Breezy so blind from Fallen's flashbang. There's more where that came from, though. In the molly, Tarek dies to Elige. And the force buy looking like it's prevailed here. EG, they're nearby. They're in this 2-on-4. They've got a kit, but they're not going to attempt the round. They give it up. Looking to hold on to these M4s. Liquid, an important round to win where they'd put everything on the line and they find success in it, largely in part to Elige with those big double entries alongside Stewie. 8 now up on the board for Liquid. Both teams were coming into this round with their money on the edge, and it's EG getting broken. So this is how Liquid look to really extend this lead, right? To really drive it home. They've at the bare minimum won out the half 8-7, but it should be greater than that.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid put their car keys on the poker table right there for that round, and they've come out with 8 wheels, so not just 8 rounds, feeling pretty feisty right now. And
yeah. They want a car and 2 bikes.
Not motorbikes, just...
No, just push bikes.
Yeah, push
it was really unfair.
They have stabilizers and everything. You think, like, why were EG...
And if they had stabilizers, that would just be 1 bike, Hugo. Because that's 2 more wheels than the stabilizers.
Oh, God, I never thought about that. Wow. Sorry, I didn't use stabilizers. I was pretty cool, man.
Oh, you just got on and started riding?
Yeah, it's just like riding a bike, man. You never forget.
You never forget.
Yeah.
It's the age-old saying, man. Once you ride, you stay riding.
Yeah, always riding. Riding high, riding flight. Double long for EG. 1 rifle, and Cirque playing close to the rock.
Speaking of push bikes,
yeah.
Bring back Michael out long.
Yeah.
Look at this. Out through long they go. Cirque's USP actually just 2 taps out of the round. Stewie's deleted. All right, maybe this can get interesting. It could get really interesting. Naf dies on the ladder.
Nah,
Fallen again.
Yeah, he wins these.
But he's got an AK, weapon of choice, apparently, in the 1v3. Up through short he goes, knows that Stan was just down in connector. EG are rotating 2 players up because they haven't heard anything at B. And so they're going to be in this A bomb site round about the same time as Fallen is. Up he goes. And EG have decided to slow it down, giving up the A bomb site. Fallen now with a chance to get this bomb planted and a little bit of time to set himself up in the post plant. He smokes bank. And Molly's off the dumpster. It's a CT plant. The Molly has gone too far, and they're able to peek with it. Breezy swinging above the Molotov. That's a bit of an ugly Molly, and it leads to that round just slipping by. EG's force finds it. I say force, it was actually like an eco around the saved weapons again that finds success for EG.
Oh, that is ugly, isn't it? That's a shame, right? 1 missed molly costs everything. Good to take the space there, to notice you've got an opportunity and just to pounce through on the stairs. And yeah, the molly lands. Hey, who knows where that would have gone? I'm not even going to imagine.
I mean, imagine if that molly had landed.
I'm not going to imagine, Harry. I said I'm not going to imagine. But I think that may have been the easiest round of Fallen's career otherwise, surely. Although probably not. Cirque with the AWP now. Liquid, man, they love making us really sweat in these games, don't they? They love making themselves work for it. Falling to pistols yet again. Elige, he's had a great game here, though. He's going to look to fight Tarek. Finding him on shore, but not with a kill. Tarek gets away. Lives to tell the tale. And tail between his legs. Bullets too. Spam coming in from the Galil, but he gets out relatively unscathed. Liquid now have to group in a 4-on-5. And quite the predicament to be in. EG, I like the setup. They backed out of B, very safe. They're playing an extremely passive one, giving up Monster. Still getting that info on short stand and even re-aggressing back in, trying to regain the position that they once had, the double Monster setup that has dealt some heavy blows to Liquid in the past. Stan still gaining info, sees Stewie out con. It does feel like Liquid might even want to end B in this one, right? Like show some face up in toilets and then with Naf's position come down connector, but as I say that, he rotates out. And so A will be the answer for Liquid, or so they think. Oh dear. Gotta make up your mind soon though, 30 seconds. They're going B. Psych, you thought. Ha!
Oh.
Just kidding, they're going A.
They're going A, here it is. It's the double fakey wakey into the A play. Circ with the AWP, a big obstacle to try and get past, does land the tag, but that's the extent of it. Obo's dead as well, and with a second to spare, the bomb plant comes in for Liquid. Now in a 4-on-3, the boost snatching a player from the ranks of Liquid. Fallen back in with a response. Oh, the double tap onto Breezy. Oh, now finishing things off. And that's the thing, right? Like, don't get me wrong, the scoreboard doesn't look very pretty for Team Liquid. Like, you know, you'd look at it and you'd think, well, Naf and Elige are clearly doing a lot. Well, that round there, Elige is the first man to die. It's the rest of the gang that pick up the pieces. Fallen with 2 key entries. I say entries, more like, you know, denying the retake, but still, look at this. Look at this second tap. Oh, last bullet. I think even Fallen must be a bit surprised that he's just looking so crisp with the AK. Like, we haven't even seen him really bring out an AWP yet. He did in the beginning. Then he gets that little, you know, tap clutch, and suddenly just been AKs for Fallen. He's feeling it right now.
Yeah, we're getting back in, though. There was a nosebleed situation.
A nosebleed?
On the Liquid side.
And who was it?
It wasn't clear. I think Elige. But we're good.
I can relate to that. Yeah, I get nosebleeds all the time, man, while casting. Yeah. Big bleeder, what's up? Got any bleeders in chat?
Yikes. Oh. Now, the doctor says my bleeding's all internal, which is, you know, that's fine.
That's where it's supposed to be, right?
Right? You stole it from me, Harry. You stole it. So, nice start. Elige getting dead early, but despite his great game here, Liquid, they bailed them out in the last round and then won that 4-on-5. Is this one going to be similar? Stewie finding Obo, Cirque trying to trade, unable to do so, but the second shot connects and Stewie is dead. Stan's time to give it a go. Grim not ready for a re-aggression. It was an AWP they just saw here. Stan's now armed with an AK. He is upgraded, but the door is shut in his face. He's waiting for a flash. He's not got one, so he just goes for it. Stan, I like the play, getting the bomb, and Fallen will trade, but that's so much info. They just saw both players of Liquid in the short tunnel, plus the bomb. No question what Liquid wanted to do, but now the mind games begin. Do Liquid do what they wanted, or do they double back knowing EG know what they wanted to do, Harry? It's quite the convoluted sentence.
Hang on. I'm trying to, yeah, you mind game me. Yeah. I'm trying to unpack, so.
See, now, Liquid know that EG know that Liquid will beat.
Okay. So, yeah, Liquid in knowing that EG know that they are here.
So the right play would be Liquid to leave the site. So that's why they go in, because that's the last thing that EG would expect. Although I say that, double setup here, it doesn't matter what you know, it matters where you go. And the B site is going to be the answer for Liquid. 20 seconds. Plant coming in. Breezy can't stop it. He's all at stands. He gets a headshot off the plant. Now Fallen needs to fight. 15 seconds on top of the site. Oh, the head gets spotted. Does Breezy? No, Fallen falls, and he still wins the round. The clutch king from Brazil. Team Liquid find 10, and they're looking damn good right now.
to the cathedral, ladies and gentlemen. This is a final of biblical proportions. Grand Slam on the line. This will be one for the history books. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's light up the Lexus!
The first part of 2019 was all about Team Liquid, and for good reason, as this North American roster plowed through most events without breaking a sweat, and it was no different in the Cathedral of Counter-Strike.
Oh no, nearly got knifed. Smoke's down. He has to get around them somehow. And he gets it through the window.
As favorites, Liquid went all in during the tournament and soon found themselves just inches away from the trophy and the prestigious $1 million Intel Grand Slam. Only Vitality stood in their way, and even though the battle ahead would be tough, Twist set the tempo almost instantly.
WebBK doesn't want to let them go that far this time. He takes the fight to them. Twist even gets one at range, down to just 2. How does Twist find the second? He's got the bomb, he's got armor. This close, Twist! He baits him out somehow! A third! And he's looking for it all the ways! RBK's gonna try and swing around the backside. Twist switches back to the Deagle instead. Confidence in his name. He's in his RBK is found!
Team Liquid, that's what it means to them. ESL 1 Cologne under their belt and $1 million bonus.
Unreal.
I still want something that can last. You make me feel like I'm okay. We both know that you feel the same. Ooh, baby, I got nothing else to prove. You're talking about your bad side. Remember that you always get to choose. Talk to me. I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Talk to me. I just want a little bit of company. You're acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. I don't understand. I don't wanna be friends, yeah, I guess you got my intention. Got no place I'd rather be, feel like another time.
Team Liquid leading the way in this bout. EG with only 5 rounds to their name, and we're getting a very good look at Team Liquid. Elige topping the charts, Naf close behind, and then right behind them two is Fallen, 12-6. Multiple clutches to his name, multiple taps in that bank account, and not an AWP in sight. Whoever could have seen this coming?
Only bad Fallen. You can see it unleashed in his eyes. Behind the sunglasses, of course. EG setting B, going fast, going quick, in through short. They don't show monster, so that spot gets nothing. It might be a surprise, but that smoke is down, and so EG reroute right back with the bomb out monster. Sui, oh, he lets him pass. He takes one, but Elige is going to have to trade him after he dies. And on the barrel, Naf is still here in the smoke. They don't know. He spams, and he hits some body shots as Elige gets 2. This double barrel setup, never known until it's already too late. And Liquid find 11.
Now, the pattern has so often been pistol round for Liquid, force buy right back in for EG, and often finding success. So we've got that force back on the cards, but are we going to have history repeating itself with this force buy victory? Liquid have really struggled up against pistols. I don't know what it is, I don't know what's in the water today, but it's not been easy for them. A lot of MP9s and 1 AUG on Elige. And EG setting up towards this A site. The fact they haven't thrown any utility, made any noise, and just snuck up, hopefully gives them a kind of element of surprise over Liquid, who are being pretty cautious in regards to this entire middle area. Fallen, while he does get that first, he's brought down low. Elige is trying to help out with this AUG, but with him dying, that is now the best gun dropped in this A bomb site. The MP9s have got to do the rest. Breezy's Deagle won't give them the space nor the respect. Stewie commands it, though. He demands it, and now Grim alongside him, left in the 2-on-2. Is it another force buy victory for EG, or are Liquid finally able to get it back over the line? Obo playing the smoke, but the spam misses and the defuse is found. Liquid, they finally do it. They put 12 up on the board. They beat a pistol buy. They saved the AUG as well.
It does feel like Oba gets flustered a little bit, right? He's had some good games out of him in this tournament, but he's struggling right now. Like right there, they run past him. If he doesn't step, trying to chase down the truck player, they would not have been ready for him. And he could have played the trigger discipline. He could have waited on the defuse, but instead he just spams a deagle. Grim 180s, works it out pretty quickly with the footsteps, and will win the round. So Liquid, yeah, they get it done finally. That's got to be, you know, small progress in a series that, you know, was full of force buy wins for EG. And hey, why not give it another go? They got a bomb plant, they got 3 kills, they'll buy up double AK Galil. It's actually pretty good, honestly. Fast towards long. Liquid, oh, I love the long play as well, because Liquid aren't here early. They don't have the range, they don't have the AWP, so they just play towards middle. And EG, who, you know, Liquid don't know, have forced at the moment. UMP will give it away, but they're about to figure it out too late. They're still got their attention on this mid player. Stan is baiting them beautifully. Fallen's going to go back. Did he hear them? Does he know? Or is it only guesstimation? Now he works it out. They run towards him in his face with a flash. Fallen gets entry. The Liege did kill that mid lurk. So Liquid is set up for the retake, but they're coming in from CT very, very late. We've seen this same round transpire in the first half. It was the CTs that won it, trapping Liquid in the site. But Liquid are not getting as fortunate this time around. They're getting hounded down in the spawn. A Liege flicking between targets, and he does find another as Grim doubles up. It's all on Tariq.
How is this flip back in favor of Team Liquid? Tariq now got to try and see this 1v2 through, and he can't. Grim takes his head off. Liquid up to 13. It's very reassuring that they're not falling down to these force buys. EG now in a bit of a rough spot as well. Like, you know, they can just buy again, and I imagine they're going to, you know, with the loss bonus starting to cap out. But it means that once more, you're limited in terms of the utility, right? We're not getting to see like the full breadth of what EG were hoping to bring to this T side. We haven't had AWPs yet. That last round didn't even have full AKs. Now we at least have that. But it's the utility that's limited this time.
Oh, AWP was going for it. Fallen. It's a rare treat. We haven't seen a lot of the AWP for him in Overpass. It's not needed it. Now back on that CT side. Trying to go for the mid pick, denied. Posted for connector instead.
Oh, the flash! The flash to set up a Liege.
The leaning tower of EG knocked out from below.
Grim. Oh, he just dropped. Did he see Obo? I thought they were going to see each other, you know, like with how he dropped, it looked like that was what was about to happen. Now he's lost Stewie. Now Grim is all alone. They've taken short. He's trying to hold Monster side. They're spilling out into the B site as we are talking. Naf helps take it back into Liquid control, and Obo playing around this smoke while Cirque is taking short. Oh, the timing's everything, and Grim gets the better of him. Cirque left up in the clutch. Fallen and Grim left to get past. He reroutes back towards Monster. Can he succeed where Obo failed? Grim's just not giving him the fight. Good patience on this man, knowing, right, with 25 seconds, Cirque is pressed for time. He's pressed for solutions. And as long as you don't give them to him, it's going to be a hard round for Cirque to win. 15 now left up on this clock as he goes over. Grim sends him back to the Shadow Realm, and Liquid up to 14. Now 2 away from closing this out flawlessly in the second half.
Yeah, we're getting a great game out of Liquid right now, right? Inferno was so I say so close. It was 16-11. There were some competitive rounds.
Yeah, it was back and forth like in the middle, but then towards the end, Liquid just ran away with it.
It did feel like, you know, if EG didn't win those 2 very similar force buy rounds that they saved from previous, like that could have been a stomp for Liquid. And now we're getting it. EG, they don't win their forces. They delay their first rifle, and even this buy is pretty weak, but they've got to go for it. And so Liquid have been given, you know, ample opportunity to close this map in style with, you know, no way back in for EG.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, once you forced all the way to 14-5, like, you're just forcing, you know, like, that's all you're able to bring to the table. But the B players worked wonders, and they get all 3 kills seconds apart. Fallen and Elige, they will rotate down, and there's a lot of damage done to Breezy and Cirque. With a nade still on Fallen, that could have been a chance at a kill, but instead it's just more damage being applied. 3 players now sub 50 HP, but Liquid don't know this, and so they're just saving. They let this one go to EG. 6 up on the board, still a long ways away from a comeback.
Yeah, and the health just shows how close that round really was, right? Great entries for EG, and a couple more bullets connecting for Liquid could have meant the difference between them and, you know, finding match point right now. Fallen. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, you know, we got to cast these teams a lot over the last year, right? Like, being, you know, covering all the NA stuff. And it was very, very cool to see this, like, rivalry develop, right? Early on, Liquid were like winning everything in these head-to-heads. EG never really felt like they stood a chance. Then we hit that stage, you know, like, really starting before Cologne, but, like, continuing through it, where EG became the favorites in that head-to-head, and they started to find a lot. Now we've seen both these teams undergo changes. The last time we saw them play, Fallen was in for Liquid, but Ethan was still playing over Obo for EG, and there Liquid won that series out. So maybe this is an indication that with Fallen in the server, Liquid are back reigning above EG again.
Yeah, talking about that last year, I think one thing that really elevated the level of everyone, and it always has in Counter-Strike, is Brazil, right? Like, Furia came into the mix, they came in swinging, and it was no longer about NA's best, Liquid v EG at the top. It was about getting through Furia, and that made everyone play better. That made everyone had to raise up a level in order to compete, in order to win domestically, right? And hey, it's so great to see, you know, Brazil again on top, and now Fallen over on Liquid. Like, the storylines are awesome. And the results are there. Everyone picking up slack. But right now, EG can't afford to be let loose, because down a man and almost against match point. Grim flashed it. He gets so much info. He sees the bomb. Stewie here with that AWP. Oh, they're going to smoke it. He's getting caught from short as well, Stewie. The flash actually stalls him out, and he gets caught by Cirque with the AK. Naf going through, whiffed spray on the FAMAS, and Tarek does take him down. Still winnable for Liquid, throwing everything into the round, and Fallen looking for the clutch of the game.
Oh, there's the first. Does he still want to attempt it? Fallen. So scary in these clutches, up in heaven right now, not given a peek, not given anything. They're just playing for the post plant, but Fallen is in. He has decided that he wants to give this round a go. Half the time ticked off this bomb. He's gonna have to tap it to bait peeks out from short. Cirque gives the first one over. Now just Stan being stuck by Fallen. He's on the defuse, and Stanislaw swings out to put a stop to it. It's another good attempt from Fallen. The clutch king of Team Liquid, but sadly dethroned and usurped by Stanislaw on the other side. Keeps it alive for EG. This series is actually very, very important for EG as well. Like, if Liquid win this one out, EG, I don't think they can make playoffs.
Yeah, it's a big game, right? Like, Liquid are up by 1 win. They're 2-1. EG are 1-2. So it does certainly seem that way right now. Locked and loaded, guaranteed. EG, desperate for the win, but so far behind. Is a comeback even realistic at this score? Well, this round certainly should be, because Liquid have stacked Con, and EG have just run up A long to take the site. Stan again selling the mid fake, and I like this because, you know, the longer he's alive in mid, we saw this in, you know, one of the force buys that EG had earlier. The longer he's alive in mid, the more or the less Liquid are considering the A long play. They think that is the mid default. Stan's selling this fake with kills, but it's not like Liquid really had any chance in this round with what they brought to the table. Stan's missed the timing, but he's running, and he hears them too. Obo comes in to help out. Double dink down. Breezy sprays, and he will clean up the round. 8-14. But here it is. That was all just a means to an end for Liquid, and they want to end it now.
Yeah, you want to stop EG before they start believing too much, right? Like, you are still having a good performance out of key individuals here, right? We talk about Breezy as like that pillar of consistency, always stepping up. Well, here he is delivering again. We're getting good mileage out of Stanislaw and Zerg. And this buy for Liquid, like, it's not all that. You know, 3 Famuses. The AWP is like the real big ticket item here. So Fallen, if he can put this to good use early on, that's really going to help Team Liquid in the long run. Now, if this comes down to like you losing a man early, you're going to be hard pressed trying to reclaim man advantages with limited utility. Pretty terrible weaponry in terms of, you know, 3 Famuses. And so we're looking at Fallen. We're asking him to deliver. The flash gets him off of mid. The Molotov denies him the divider position. EG faking out at the A bomb site, and it's drawing a rotation of Naf up from B. The real intention of this round was the B play. That's a good swing from Stewie. The opener found. Maybe EG changed their mind now. They're looking to double down. They're looking to recommit into B, and now they get the opener to go. This is where we see them pick up the pace, try to get into the B site. Stewie, only man here. Naf, who was trying to rotate in, is dead up in heaven, and so Stewie has got to do it all. Only good for 2 in the round. He's given it his best chance. Elysian Fallen, and now just Fallen, left in another one of these clutches, this time with the AWP. And while he has dealt with the first, kills aren't being given his way, and he's a long way from the B site, so he will just save.
Yeah, definitely the right call there, right? Like, I'm all for the clutch storyline, but gotta save the AWP sometimes. Don't want to give EG too much of a breath back into this game. And, you know, you can single-handedly win a round with Fallen in the right place in the follow-up. Breezy, massive round from him as well, 3 kills. EG really giving this a run as well, like considering it would have been easy to just go down at 14 to 5 and just accept defeat, but the constant force buys back in have kept EG in this game. 9 rounds now. It's awkward when you have a solo AWP in a round like this, right? Because for Liquid, they're not going to buy around it. So it's like, do you want to put Fallen in a position to win the round and potentially lose the AWP, or do you want to have him save again, considering it's the only way or one of the only ways you're going to get him on this AWP armor in the follow-up round? Obviously, you don't know where EG are going, but Fallen through the smoke like that. Right out Monster. Oh no, Grim's here with the pistol. He could end this right now. He's done 1 in. Stewie finishes the job with a nade, and Fallen is in the right place. Forget saving. It's about closing the map here. Fallen's going through the smoke. They don't spam it, but they might realize soon it's fading. The flash is good. They have no idea. Fallen is darting between different smokes, finding cover somehow, some way, somewhere. Fallen jumps up to drop the bomb. They need to hound him down. They need to find him in the water, and Fallen missed no scope. They're climbing on top of the boxes. Knives are out. Fallen gets hunted down, and Stewie's got an AWP at his feet. Yeah, in his dying breath, Fallen has almost passed this AWP over to Stewie 2K. EG, they can't locate Stewie. He got a kill earlier on, but they don't know where he's gone now. They don't know where he is. This round isn't plain sailing by any stretch of the imagination. Stewie blindsides with the USP, but the aim punch wrecks him. Cirque turning on a dime, saves the day. Woo. It's a good try from Liquid, right? They only really have the AWP in that round. Rest of the gang are like vanilla pistols, 5.7s here and there, and they still get it down to a 2v2. EG, regardless, reaching double digits, closing this gap, building back into this game. We keep saying it, Liquid, they need to put a stop to this, because you can feel EG picking up the momentum. Yeah, clammy hands round your neck right now. Ew. Esophagus suffocated for Liquid. Sweaty. What I'm saying is, Harry, no, I don't even want to say it, because then it will happen. Then it will be real. I'll just imply it. Don't make it real. Don't make it real. I'll just imply it heavily. 14 to 10, and EG never giving up, never going down. Liquid, can they close at least 1 round, right? Lock in that OT. Sigh of relief can come of that. Fallen's AWP, yet again, back in the toilets. A famed position for him. Here come EG through long into toilet. They're going to clear up on Fallen. He's got his teammate by his side. Flash is good. Fallen takes a shot, has to bound back. EG making space, and that molly is so good because Elige was tucked to play bait and switch with Fallen, but now Fallen's got to give it up, and Elige is in a bit more of an awkward spot where he's open to both sides of short, Toilet and the banana. Maybe he can re-aggress in, right? Maybe he can find a timing into that corner once again, but it's a very dangerous move. Cirque holding for a jump spot. If Naf goes for it, you know Cirque's hitting this. Oh
no, Naf, he couldn't resist temptation. Cirque just waiting for that exact peak, and he gets the kill delivered. Now the A plane is looking to come through. Elige still up close. Fallen taking a swing, has dealt with Breezy. Now they learn about Elige, but he drops the bomb and goes on a tear. Fallen, another, and the A side's closed. Fallen, the hat trick in the round, puts Team Liquid up to 15. And it's so poetic that it's Fallen to get them there, isn't it? 3 in the site hold, Elige with a big double kill as well. These two topping the charts for Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's actually very fortunate Elige doesn't re-aggress and get back into that corner. They double mollied it, man. They go back in, and still Elige, who I think at that point, they probably think the molly spread to his position. He just mows him down, buys a lot of room, buys a lot of time for Fallen. Elige just keeping it up, man. 5-man stack. This is very delayed. This is taking a few seconds here for EG to build. And so Cirque, can he find the results from it? The train in the way. The Heaven player coming through, spotted. Oh, did Liquid see him? Because they're not going back for that peak. There was also a jump spot on the wood wall. But yeah, you usually get there a few seconds before the train if you boost immediately. And so maybe they would have had a kill. But time is the biggest factor, and they don't want to waste too much of it setting up a boost to find nothing. Back to B, back to short. Had a lot of entries into this B bomb site, and even though things have gotten pretty wet and wild, they have been winning those rounds. So can AG keep it up into a full rifle against 15?
They're already deep, they're already past this Stewie play down in pit, but still, you're gonna get churned up as they get into the site. Caught looking the wrong way. Tarek, well, he's made it across. He's not gonna live to tell the tale, surely. In with the first, but still getting spammed. They just can't deal with him. Tarek is still here, finally flushed out, and there's the wrap from Elige. Team Liquid lock it in 2-0 over EG. It takes them a while there at the end, but on the back of Fallen and Elige to deliver 15, they get it over the line. Liquid looking good, and for EG, playoffs looking to elude them.